Everyone loves Solid Snake. Solid Snake just embodies something we just enjoy, whether it's mullets or sneaking about or shooting people. Snake is a brilliant character. He's so simple, and that's why we love him. Now, coming into games like Metal Gear Solid, we finally saw him in 3D and it was glorious. And when they announced Metal Gear Solid 2, we thought, yes, even more Snake. And when we sat down to play the game, played through the tanker, oh, Snake's gone missing, what's next? Raiden was next. Now, at the time, a lot of people freaked out, and this kind of ruined how people thought about Raiden. Now, what we're going to do here, we're just going to talk about the character of Raiden. There's the new Metal Gear game, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, is coming out soon with Raiden as the main character, so we thought we'd maybe have a wee look back at the character, just to tell you really why Raiden is actually a good character, and not this kind of perceived Nancy boy that I think everyone would rather he be seen as. Now, Raiden was originally designed for Metal Gear Solid 2. He was kind of conceived by Hideo Kojima, but birthed by Yoji Shinkawa, which is a pretty horrifying image. Actually, just don't think about it. It's best not to think about it. And it was to give the game a new perspective. Someone, in his own words, a wee bit sexier, someone a wee bit more gender neutral, which is, I suppose, not the best way to describe a main male protagonist.
What the?
You're a man?
And this was a character that was different. This was one who from the off was being manipulated. A character who we didn't know everything about, we hadn't played him before. And yeah, there was kind of people that found problems with the kind of whole Jack and Rose story, but I loved it. I thought this was a character who came out and was different, but he was so heavily disliked because of how opposite he was from Snake. But when you take that away, what you get is a character who can view the whole world of Metal Gear from a totally new perspective. Moving on to Metal Gear Solid 3, Raiden doesn't directly feature. Instead we get Major Ivan Raidenovich Rykov, who's a parody of Raiden, heavily hinted to be the lover of Colonel Vogan, the game's main villain. The player is even given the opportunity to wear Raiden's face, kind of skinning him, if you will, a wee bit like Buffalo Bill, and you get the choice to kind of knock out Rykov, dress up as him and get your balls groped for big Colonel Vogan, which is brilliant. This is really Hideo Kojima's way of poking fun at how the character was perceived and how effeminate he was seen, which again is a bit of a shame for a character that a lot of us respected and did enjoy, to kind of see him get poked fun of in this way. But let's be honest, the Metal Gear Solid games aren't exactly, they're no Shakespeare. They're maybe more like Shakespeare, the bear I made in the Bear Factory last week. Moving on to Metal Gear Solid 4, which is set 5 years after Metal Gear Solid 2, we see a kind of phoenix rebirth of the Raiden character. They move away from the kind of effeminate, kind of weak character onto this ultra ninja who can move swords with his feet and can take a right good stabbing off a vampire. After some amazing fights with Vamp and a whole fucking boat, the game ends with Raiden getting to redeem himself and gaining a sense of family in the process. And in many ways, it's a beautiful thing being able to redeem a character, not just within the realms of the story, but also with the fans. People have actually, since then, have said, oh, Raiden is cool, isn't he? The big problem is they had to redesign him as a great big ninja to make him cool, which is a shame because he was cool to begin with. And now on to Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, the game with the world's biggest title, which follows 4 years after Metal Gear Solid 4. The story follows Raiden post-Snake carrying out his own destiny. The game, while still canon, isn't actually a sequel, but it's great to see how far the character's come from his sexy original roots all the way to the kind of ultra ninja that he is going to be now. And it's good to think that this character can move beyond Snake's shadow, because Snake is a great character, he's a brilliant character. But the Metal Gear Solid series is full of great characters, full of great, funny, brilliant moments and great characters that shouldn't always have to be compared and perceived in his light. And it's good they've set this game right after it. Hopefully, to be honest with you, I hope Snake's not even in it. I hope they don't even mention him, because it doesn't need to be mentioned. This is Raiden's game, and it still hopefully has the idea of this character. It's a wee bit conflicted, a wee bit unsure about what's going on and what he's going to do next. And I can't wait to see what happens.